Come on and rise up. Put it in action. Go mad with it. Come on, lift it to the top.
John Shelby with you alongside Chris Singleton. All eyes on this team and what they've been able to do with their bats recently. Been ripping the cover off the ball.
Yeah, the way they've been putting up runs, it honestly looks like they've been taking BP out there, Boog. Excellent timing with their swings and clutch with runners on base. You name it, they're doing it. But can they keep this pace up today? That's what I want to find out.
Come on and rise up. Put it in action. Go mad with it. Come on.
It's the New York. And on the hill, Bryce Miller. What's the word on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And that's how this series begins. Foul ball there. Oh, and 2 now. That to right. Canzone on his way over, and there's 1 down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup, it features a great veteran presence, Derek Jeter.
Now, this is a player that's, hit over 300 for his career in terms of batting average, and being able to do that, that is extremely good bat-to-ball skills that he's had for a long time. He's just got a real consistent approach, uses all fields, and he's got a game plan when he comes to the plate. So let's just keep our eyes on him. I think it's pretty hard to take your eyes off of him.
That one ripped right center field, and that's going to bang against the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
One out, runner at second. Here is Aaron Judge. 1 out and a runner at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set. This one in the air right field. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Oh, he throws it away. Safe, and they take the lead.
Well, that right there is a pretty clear example of why making a clean, on-target throw back into the infield is so critical, but so many times it's easily overlooked. You can't be careless about it as an outfielder. Doesn't matter if you're throwing to a base or a cutoff, you have to give them something that they can handle. That cost them a run as a result.
Stanton matched a homer in his last game. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Line drive, fair ball. Here comes the Judge around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
One. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Swing and a foul out of play. Two on, 1 out. Line shot into the gap should score at least one. Here comes Stanton. One run across, and he'll pull into second safely.
Picks himself up an RBI. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So two in scoring position with one out. Here's Cody Bellinger. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Rodriguez gets under it. He's there. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Inside, almost got him. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs and one in scoring position. Ripped to right. And that is that. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Bottom half of inning number one coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Mariners nothing.
You see, eyes wide open. I see, had a vision, had a dream.
Back at T-Mobile Park and taking the ball for the Yankees, Cam Schlittler. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Ball one.
Splits the plate and a count 1-2. On the ground to third. McMahon throws to first in time. One gone, bottom half of the first. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. Saying they got their work cut out for them, down a busload already in this one.
And a manager does not want to see his hitters going to the plate swinging like it's a home run derby. He wants hitters to put together quality at bats, play the game that you've been playing and that you've been taught to play with this organization, and go out there and move the line. If you do that, you're going to score some runs. Maybe you don't win this ball game, but at least you have some momentum to carry into the next one.
On the ground, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he'll reach second with one away.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know, they used to say, charge it. Crazy. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Josh Naylor in the box now. Takes strike one. And Naylor swings through that one.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One out and a runner at second. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Raleigh around third. Can't glove it cleanly. He will score. They're on the board. 4-1. Count on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. To the warning track, makes the catch. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon. McMahon with a couple of homers in his last game. On the ground, right side. Toss to Naylor, and quickly one away in the second.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Derek Jeter.
This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That one fouled off. Chisholm in his 6th season, batting second in today's lineup, and he was born in the Bahamas. Hit in the air out to center field. Rodriguez in position. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. The Yankees 4 and the Mariners 1. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Brendan Donovan.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
This one in the air, right field. And it's a foul ball. Rosarena went deep in his most recent game. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's 2 down.
Batting 8, the second baseman, go Emerson.
Now it's the second baseman. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. Ground ball, left side. Fires over to Bellinger. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. The Yankees 4 and the Mariners 1. Back in Seattle, on to the 3rd inning. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. In the air, right field. Canzone on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. That was an impressive run and catch out there, Chris. StatCast tells us he covered well over 100 feet to make that grab.
Clearly that was not an easy play. I mean, he took a great angle to the ball and just had enough closing speed in the tank after that long run to make the catch. It was a wild ride, but a lot of fun to watch.
drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. It gets down a base hit, and that's a one-out single.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder.
Here's Juan Soto. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
That's right. And a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
That's a ball.
Now this one gets away from the catcher. And he got him. Wow. What an end to the inning. Yanks held in check, but they lead it 4-1. Back at T-Mobile Park. Well, as we noted at the top of the show, we've seen this offense explode early in games during this stretch. Not so much today, Singy.
Yeah, this one's been much more of a slow burn, but pitchers beware. It's still early.
On the ground to third. McMahon fires over to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, J.P.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. J.P. Crawford, the next to hit. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job at turning that one around.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And it's fouled away. Man at first, one away. That's to third. McMahon. Over to Jazz. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Back at T-Mobile Park, on to the fourth. Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And he chases that one below the zone.
Ball 2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings and misses, and there's one down.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it, and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer. Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
2 outs, base is empty. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Canzone under it. And that is that. Down in order go the Yankees as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. And we're back. Coming in, this offense had been hitting everything, Singy.
Yeah, not as explosive today, though, Boog, but still on track. I expect some fireworks considering the bats in this lineup.
This one in the air center field. Grisham settles under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Mariners.
So up next, Dominic Canzone. He's 0 for 1.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Mariners, the center fielder, number 44, Julio.
That clips the zone. That's strike one. Swing and a foul straight back. Battling here as he fouls it away. Yankees up by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Foul ball still 0-2. Struck him out looking.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Next to hit, Brendan Donovan. This to third, McMahon. They get the force. That's the third out. One left for Seattle, and they trail it 4-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Hold up, wait a minute, we all just need a minute. The party been started, we all just need to finish. If I buy a chain, I'm doing it by myself. And I'ma get a pennant that say I'm independent.
Swings and misses. And that is strike one. The Mariners have some bullpen action for the first time. Cooper Criswell getting loose out there. Ferrer also getting ready. Ripped, but it curls foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. That one ripped. And that's going to get into the corner. Throws to second. And that's a leadoff double.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Bryce Miller done for the night. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Cooper
Mariners,
Criswell comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Jeter tracking that one as it misses the zone for a ball. Man at second.
That's ball 2.
Line drive, base hit. They're waving McMahon home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So a man at first. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will hit next. 1 for 2. Runner takes off. Now quick throw to first. And he dives back in safely. Here comes the 0-1. Runner goes again. Pitch is low. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 2-run blast. And they boost their lead.
Well, baseball gave us Jazz, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. gives baseballs to lucky fans with home runs like that. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Judge, the former Rookie of the Year, 33 years old. Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards. 2-0 the count. Here it comes. That one hammered but pulled foul. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in there. That's a double.
In there. Safe.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
Here's Stanton now.
Ball 1.
And the 1-0. Lifted in the air down the left side. Fair ball. Here comes the Judge around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a blue pit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Cooper Criswell out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Emerson
the Mariners,
Hancock on the pitch out of the pen here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And the hits just keep on coming.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees. Oh, he can't hang on. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
The first baseman, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Foul ball there. First and third, one down. To the right side. And foul ball. Flips it. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. So it's a 4-run inning on 6 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the Mariners 1. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Mariners DH, Randy Arozarena. Schlittler back to work.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. This one in the air, center field. Grisham under it. One up, one down.
Up next for the Mariners, the second baseman, Coach Emerson.
And first offering is fouled off. Right side, and it goes just foul. The M's with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. And that's a fair ball. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit.
The left fielder, number 10, Victor Robles.
Hey!
There's a strike.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Set down on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And he takes a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be.
You just that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Mariners lead 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one.
Someone called a paramedic. I'm on fire. We don't get together, then we all die. They ain't feeling sympathetic for the small guy. I don't think I'm a
when the cars fly. Ain't nothing really like it used to. Wake the neighbors up like a rooster. It's a rooster, help me see the future. I believe in karma, so let's do some. I know you cooped up. I know the LA running, no call up.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
Center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
Oh, that got away from him.
That ball got him.
And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
The third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
That one lifted to left. Robles turns to the right on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Derek Jeter digs in now.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1. Swinging a foul. Pushed off to the right. And that will get out of play. Grisham leads off first with one away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Jeter watches that pitch, miss the strike zone for a ball. Broken back ground ball to second. In plenty of time to first. He's out.
Well, that actually works out for the hitter. If it's not a broken bat, it's hit hard enough for a double play. But with the slower roller, defense does a nice job at least getting one out of it.
Inside, ball one.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top half of the 6th.
Can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Just
That's
missed.
upstairs.
Aaron Judge on deck for the Yankees. Man on second, 2 down. And that is out of play. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Here's a ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting the guy from second to score.
Double steal. Swing and a ground ball. And it gets by him. Throw into third.
Up next for the Yankees,
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Ball, that's out.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two on, 2 outs. Lifted in the air, right field. Canzone ranging back. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Yankees 9 and the Mariners 1. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember
outside.
that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player has maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, number 8.
Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Canzone. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
Fires to second too late, into second with a double, and that was hard hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And that's
Yep,
outside.
that ball went out.
And that's ball 1. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for Seattle. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Ferrer.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Posada at the plate now as he chases after that one. Sliced hard but foul. Soto aboard here at first with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Runner goes.
Ball 1.
There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. The 1-2. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Coming around third is Soto. Runner from second crosses the plate. The throw to second is offline.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
This one in the air right field, and it stays fair. Headed for the plate. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. Man at first. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Bellinger goes. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Move to second. Bellinger dives back. Runner goes again. Next offering is fouled back. Man at second. To the right side. Naylor takes it himself. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Foul ball. One away with a runner at third here in the top half of inning number 7. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Fires over to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Number 2.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Edward Bizzardo. He's making his second appearance of the season. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Toss to Naylor. Inning over. 7th inning stretch time. Yankees 12 and the Mariners 1. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Back in Seattle. Well, Singy, this lineup has been crushing it lately, but today not so much.
Yeah, starting to run out of chances in this one. The time is now if you're going to make something happen.
And a big swing and a miss. Stays alive. And the 0-2. Got him swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Comes up empty. That's to third. Throws across the diamond, and he's out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the second baseman. And first offering is fouled off. Hit on the ground to short. To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. Mariners are down in order. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Back at T-Mobile Park, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
And they've really been peppering left field, as you can see from the graphic right here. Might be time for the defense to slide a bit towards that side.
This one popped up. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
A sliding stop at short to first, and they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Stanton in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order, but don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Victor Robles. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, David Bednar.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Down.
Just missed. Bednar, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. On the ground right side. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
The Yanks swings through it. Got it. 2 out.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black.
He makes the grab. That is the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. 9th inning coming up. Yankees 12 and the Mariners 1. You're watching Yankees baseball. New pitcher for the Mariners, Matt Brash. This is his 3rd time out this year. And now it's Juan Soto. First pitch swinging. That one fouled off. Oh, 0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Check swing didn't go. Now 1-2. Smoked on the ground a second, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, Jorge Posada.
That one drilled left field, back there, and that one is gone. Jorge Posada powers one out of here. His 2nd of the year, and they add a run. It's 13-1.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
One down, and here comes Bellinger. That's out to center field. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's at third with one away. That's a triple.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Chopper to second. Nice grab. Fires to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So now back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Oh, 1 down.
Ball.
In the air, right field, Canzone going back on this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. Bottom of the ninth. And stepping in for the Mariners, Josh Naylor. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Bednar, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. The 0-2. This one in the air, center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, number 8, Dominic Canzone.
And first offering is fouled off. That one ripped, but foul. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Oh, it's a pretty nasty curveball right there, and the hitter didn't look comfortable at all. Clearly fooled. Tried to check his swing and went around, but could have been called a third strike anyhow. That's how dirty it was. Nice pitch for the punch out.
Line drive, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Brendan Donovan up next for the Mariners. And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed foul. Bednar is just 1 strike away. And they'll do it again. Rodriguez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Going, gone. His first homer of the year, and they cut into the deficit.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Base hit. Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's the second baseman. Swing and a miss, strike 1. In the air, left field. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take this one in a blowout.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
14-3, the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Por tu cara sé que quieres.